had to do at least about 5 cuts, that got to the point. I said that was it. But again, that in itself only spoke to, COlours and the organization that COlours has come to be, always on the, again, on the cutting edge, and doing things, being creative and innovative, So again, like I said, with respect to this particular project, I was happy to have been a part of it, although I was one of the late ones to submit my video, sort of late. Chris was all over me for that, but at the end of the day, it appears as though everything is paid off, and we're looking forward to this premiere this evening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Gregory. Now I see I'm going to call on the administrators of the group first to say their bit. We have Shavonia, who is responsible for choreographed dance. Now she did not only have to put herself together with getting her dance, her personal performance, but she also had to get her 2 daughters that are dancers in the group as well, and her entire section together for the synchronized choreographed performance that you will see on the video. Shavonia, what was it like organizing the whole dance routine and getting your 2 girls on board as well?
It was wonderful. We couldn't wait to do the video. Actually, we were so happy, and actually I was so proud of the choreographed section. They all turned out, they all sent in videos. We were so happy. We all did a little, well, I did the video at home in my front room. Then I sent it out to them to learn on our chat, and everybody learned it. We had a wonderful time recording it. Angelina, my daughter here, she's in contact with me. Dallas is in free dance. So we started off, and we have 2 sections. We had a blue section and a red section. So we did our Boxing Day and our New Year's Day costumes. So I hope that everybody enjoys it. And this has been a real fun time for us during this quarantine.
I'd like to thank your good husband. All right, is he around? Yeah. Tell him show his face, man. He's our big marshal and banner builder.
He will have to come in later. They just came in from fishing.
What? They going fishing without me? How did that happen?
So he's actually outside cleaning fish and it's thundering.
My Lord. Well, make sure he stays my fish, all right?
Later, yes, he will.
This is how we do in the Bahamas, folks. We have fresh fish coming in, and we share all that good stuff. If I don't get my fish, it's going to be a real problem. I'm going to have to take you out of that video.
I agree.
Now, we also have my good brother, Yonel Justilian, who's responsible for the brass section. He also have an interesting feature as well. His young daughter, Kaden, who did the Pledge of Allegiance in the beginning of the video, and she's now going to be a big star whenever we resume school in the Bahamas. I'm quite sure her friends are going to say, "Man, I saw you on the video. Can I get your autograph?" I think that's her in the background, right, Yonel?
She's not here, but that's the Shay, not Kaden.
Oh, Shay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's Shay. I got the wrong one. I didn't go to the youngest one. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Shay. All right. Well, Yonel, can you tell us what it was like? You have the entire brass section that you had to get on board. What were the challenges, if there were any? And we really had a good turnout, in my opinion, and the guys and the young ladies performed absolutely amazing. In fact, I look at some of the performances. I was wondering if Shavonia is going to try to steal some of the brass, the ladies in the brass section to go and choreograph, because they carried on so wild. They are really wilding out. So Yonel, tell us about your role and how did that go?
Well, good night, everyone. It's indeed a pleasure being a member of COlours and especially the music section. You know, it's a lot of work, patience. But the good thing about it, the guys are well disciplined, and you know we don't have no major issues in terms of you know getting persons to perform and be involved. You know, it's like a family within a family, and I appreciate all the guys. And the guys, they're learning well. You know, it's always my idea to just create leaders within the group and not rely, you know, have everything just follow myself. That's why I really thank guys like Kato who also arranged a lot of the music. We have guys like teach keeping the guys in line. We have a lot of upcoming guys. So you're going to hear more about the young leaders coming up, and I'm just giving them room to just grow.
Wonderful,
In
wonderful.
terms of putting the video together, I think we have a presentation, and the guys performed well. When I saw some of them performing some of their personal video clips, those 360s and those guys, they're dancing. Shadam and then the females in the brass section, they want to take over. I must take my hat off to all of them. You'll see in the clip how lively they are, and it's a pleasure working with them, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now I see Shay Shay in the background. Shay Shay, tell me how you got involved in you came in the studio when we were doing the recording, I remember, and we were trying to figure out what we could do for the introduction of the song. And your dad went and grabbed you and said, you could handle this. And I was kind of shocked. How did you feel recording the Pledge of Allegiance in the beginning of the music? Were you nervous?
Yeah.
You were nervous? A little bit? Okay, what about when you had to record it for the video? Were you nervous when that happened as well?
God, you're sweating.
Now tell me something. When you were doing the video, did you get it right on the first time, or did you have to do it a few times?
I have to do it a few times.
Yeah, wonderful. But I must congratulate you. You did a wonderful job, and you made me very proud to be your uncle. I must tell you that so the world could know. You have a proud uncle over here. Thank you, Shay Shay. Now I see, let me see who else we have here from the admin team. Any others? Okay, we probably will have some others logging in a little while. So I'll go to some of our regular members who participated. We have a young lady, she's at the top of my screen. We call her Bishop. Yes, and she's an actual bishop. That's right, in the church. And she's been a wonderful member that was a former student of mine at the University of Bahamas in a class that I taught called Introduction to Bahamian Music. And as a student, she learned about being proud of your Bahamian culture. And despite being heavily involved in church, she thought that, man, look here, Junkanoo is my culture, and I'm going to celebrate it, and I'm going to have a wonderful time, and it's going to be a part of my life. Ms. Bain, Dominic Bain, say hello
Yes,
to the
sir.
world. Say
Yes,
hello to the world.
Hello.
Now, you know, I must say, when you took that course at UB, at the University of Bahamas, in Bahamian music, did you ever imagine you'd be starring on a Junkanoo production that's revolutionary, that's going to hit the world by storm, carrying on Bad Bishop? Talk to me.
No, I had no idea. No idea. I thoroughly enjoyed that class, and it opened up so much things to me. So much about our culture that I thought I knew, but I did not know. So I was excited when you extended to me to join your group. I was like, I get to be in a Junkanoo group. So I was like, I'm going to definitely do that. And it was something I wanted to do for years. And it's something that I thoroughly enjoyed. It was
Wonderful.
a learning experience, constantly learning. I learned how to paste. I made my own costume from scratch. From scratch.
I tell you. And folks, I must tell you, one of the things that we pride ourselves on as well in COlours is that we don't have new members come into the organization and charge them these fees to make their costumes. We have a process where you learn to paste, you learn to fringe the paper, you learn to lay the paper properly with the glue, and you learn to decorate your costume. It may look, we have this word in the Bahamas, I don't know if it's used anywhere else, smucky. We have this term we call smuggy when it looks a little nasty the first time, because this is your first time doing it, dealing with the glue and the crepe paper. You know, crepe paper is very light and very fine. It's very difficult to manage with a lot of glue. But it may be smuggy the first time. But let me tell you, after you get the hang of it, it's wonderful, especially if you're fringing paper. So tell me, aside from learning to build your costume, Dominic, what's been your experience within COlours as well?
My experience in COlours from day one, when I came in and I joined free dance and off the shoulder, the ladies and the men, everybody was just so warm. They were all inviting. Everyone made me feel like I had already been a part of this group for years. This is my first time meeting everybody, but everybody was so warm and inviting and helping me to design my costume, helping me to do this, teaching me this, teaching me that in the shack. And I was hanging out in the shack late. I was late in the shack and we was just getting along, and the bond is so, it's beautiful. It's real, it's genuine, and it's something that I cherish. As the person who, you know, tend to spend a lot of time alone, it was wonderful to meet everybody and just to be welcomed with open arms, no hiccups, no hold back. Come, let me show you what to do. Let me help you out. Everybody just getting along. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Now I'm gonna swing over to some of the other persons who are just so involved in getting the group, in particular the Bay Street. I see April. April is one of the ladies who help. She's one of our group marshals, and she has a son and a daughter in the group. Both of them are dancers. The daughter is in choreographed dance, and the son is a free dancer, and he's been winning some awards for the group on Bay Street as well. April, say hello to the people out there, and I don't know if you have any of your young performers with you who want to say hello and tell us about their experience performing for the video as well. April, you there? I see you, but what I'm gonna do, let's go over to Teach. Teach is our Sergeant at Arms. We'll come back to April when she comes on. Teach is our Sergeant at Arms. He helps us with any discipline issues that may come up. You know, from time to time, you may be rushing and step on somebody's corn, you know, and you think they mean to do it. And Teach will come in and say, hey, this Junkanoo man, sometimes you get your corn step on, right? So Teach is the person responsible for the discipline. Teach, how was it? In fact, Teach has 2 kids in the group, an awesome performance. A young lady who was the only young lady drummer in the drum section. And he has a son who's a scraper. And this young fella, I mean, when you see the kids performing, you're gonna say, wow, I didn't know this thing is the way it is, because Junkanoo is not going to die with young people like that. Teach plays the trumpet in the brass section. He's a star sergeant at arms, and he has 2 kids in the group. Teach, tell us about your experience recording your kids and recording yourself. And before you do anything, I had to take out of the video. There was a dog that Teach has. I think it's one of his dogs. The dog was trying to perform for the video, but no one told the dog that this was a COlours video. So Teach kept trying to like do a little jab at the dog, like get out my video, but the dog just wouldn't go anywhere. Teach, I'm sorry, I had to take the dog out. Okay. Tell us about it, man.
Good night, everybody, and thank you, Chris. It was a phenomenal experience doing the performance with my kids, and it's a joy to actually have my kids involved in Junkanoo, because it gives me goosebumps to see that they are in love with a culture that we call our own, and they participate full-heartedly in whatever position that they do at in COlours Junkanoo Group. Now with the performance, we had to do a few cuts, but at the same time, it was wonderful. I mean, in terms of our kids, my kids performing, my daughter drumming, my son scraping, me playing the trumpet. It was exhausting because we had to do a couple of takes, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it was really rewarding. And to see my kids perform, that's I can just sit back and say, wow. Because I see the passion and enthusiasm that they have. I feel that Junkanoo, I could sit back and say, wow, Junkanoo, I'm leaving Junkanoo in good hands of persons who are
Wonderful,
passionate
wonderful.
and
Any of
love
your kids
and love the
around?
culture. I didn't hear you.
I think we're back on now, right? Wonderful. Okay, we had a little technical problem there. We have a lot of rain and lightning and thunderstorm going on the island right now, and it's really really noisy outside with the weather coming down hard. But we were going to Rashad Seymour. Rashad has been one of our young men, I think one of our youngest administrators actually, that took on the role as the Bella section leader. And I must say, I am
Yeah, like Mr. J was saying, Rashad Seymour is one of the youngest administrators. Would you like to give an account on how it has been being a part of the organization and recording the video thus far. Like, it's a new experience. It's something new that I don't think any other Junkanoo group has ever done. How has the experience been for you, Rashad? Rashad, you there?
Rashad seemed to be out, and I've lost my connection. Is everyone you losing their connection during that when I lose mine, or is just me?
Yeah, it seems to be a few other persons as well, because I'm seeing persons drop off as well.
Okay, Rashad is not back yet. Okay, well
He's on mute.
well, I don't see him there in the picture, but what we can do, we can move on to the next person. As soon as I see him appear, we'll go back to him, right? Shaniqua is one of our performers. You there? Is Shaniqua there? I see she's connecting now. Now, as soon as I call your name, please unmute your mic so you could come right in, because sometimes it may take a few seconds for your mic to kick in. So as soon as I mention, I want Mr. Shaw to put his mic on turn your mic on. I'm going to be coming to you, so we could go directly to you. Shaniqua, are you there? Okay, Shaw, can you unmute your mic? Shaw, can you unmute your mic? Sholanda, you look like you ready. Can you unmute your mic? Oh, that's Shaw. Okay, we got Shaw. Now, Shaw, I know Shaw has been helping us in the shack, mostly with building a costume, especially getting the lead costume onto Bay Street. And we were so thankful. He have a team, a massive team there. His daughters, in fact, I believe 4 of his daughters actually rush with colors from time to time. But one of his daughters, the youngest, Joey, she performed on the video. I want you to tell us about the experience of having her.
Thank you, Mr. J, for allowing me to share in this production. Let me just say that it was a very awesome experience having Joey perform. She was so excited. Normally, I was a little apprehensive about how it would work out, but it just 2 takes and boy, we was up and running. She was just like someone who had done this before. So it was really smooth sailing. She performed just like a champion on Bay Street.
We're
Yeah, I
continuing.
think we lost him as well.
Yeah, okay. Is Reno? I see Reno there. Reno, you live.
Hey, good night, good night, good night.
Yeah, man. Reno is
how you guys doing?
wonderful. Reno is a member of the bass drum section. He's also a local on the police force here. And man, he's a disciplined fella. He's been in the back line there beating drums for years now. And we're so proud of his leadership in the back there. Reno, I see you sent me 2 video clips. I was wondering why I need 2. I asked for 1 video clip, right? I look at one, no music, none. right? I trying to figure out what's going on here. I see Reno in the back of his house in the darkness dancing. So he was dancing too. So Reno,
Well, you know, Mr. J, it was rough because it was rough. I was trying to get in my video in time. I'm trying to in between work. So, and also remember, I didn't make Bay Street because of my leg. I had the surgery, so I didn't make Bay Street because I didn't get clearance from my doctor. So I was happy to do the production. So I've been in colors from '05, and I've been a part of many productions for international guests, for commercial, so on and so forth. And I understand how this thing go, Mr. J. Sometimes you gotta have the performance with no music in the background. So in case you want just use my dancing, you see, I got this. See that? I understand what's going on. So I said, let me give you 2 videos so you can play with it.
I got you. Well, you made a good choice because there's a section in the video where I needed someone just to be dancing and chanting colors. And man, you had your big drummer and you was in the back there, colors. And I was saying, man, why didn't everybody think about this? You know, but I want to thank you for your contribution, Reno. I think Rashad is back, right? Rashad, you could unmute your mic and we'll go to you and we'll come back to show. I think we lost him. Rashad is the Bella section leader, as we mentioned earlier, and he's been doing a stellar job with the Bella section. Tell us what the experience was like for you, Shad. Now I'm going to tell you, Shad was the wildest thing on this entire video. Okay, the absolute craziest man, and I put him right in the center of 2 dancers, and I think he outdanced them, ringing the bells. Shad, what was it like for you doing the video? And you could tell he was in a living room or somewhere. He was in a small room in his house, and the man going crazy. Talk to me, Shad. What's going on? What's your problem?
Hey, good night, all. Good night, everybody. What's happening, Jay?
What happened? You can't talk?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey.
We can hear you, Glenny. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, good night, everybody. The video, I had to set the tone. You know, we still trying to catch ourselves coming out of COVID. I think at the point in time of the video, trying to put the production together, we still members I'm talking about now, he's trying to get an understanding of, you know, what exactly COlours trying to do now, how this can pull off, you know, and everybody just was in a trance. You know, it was a time in the world that things was at a standstill, and we all missed Junkanoo, and so much other things was going on. But I think once we got started, we got the ball rolling. Certain senior members of the organization started it, and video started to come in, and it was all gravy after that. As everything we put our hands on as members of COlours, once we come together, to be untouchable. So I think you guys did a good job. Thanks everybody, all the members of COlours for supporting the video, the production, and it's going to be awesome the minute we release it. It's another trendsetter in Junkanoo, so be proud of yourselves, all the members of COlours, and be only together, go from higher heights from here. Good job.
Okay, I thank you so much, Shad. I see some other persons there, but it's 10:14 and our video is due to go on at 10:15, right? So I think Jason, if I'm correct, we need to go to the live streaming section of the program, and we possibly could come back after the video and have a little chat to close out. Is that right, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, everybody can stay on the chat. They can just go to the Facebook page. I posted the links inside the main group chat. So either links are there. The YouTube or the Facebook is there, so you can just go to either one, the YouTube or the Facebook, so you can view the video.
Yeah, I'm trying to go onto YouTube at this time for the first airing Colors Lockdown performance. Jason, are we on? Is it streaming yet?
The video is premiering on YouTube in 50 seconds.
Okay. Well, we're counting down to 50 seconds. While we do that, we have Shaw. I saw you were there. Is my dancer there with you? Is Joey there with you? I see Diamond. I want to say hello, send a shout out to Diamond, who also performed. She grabbed one little corner on one. I was so afraid for her. A little ledge on side of her house. I thought she was gonna break her leg dancing. But thank you, Diamond. We're gonna come back to you after the video, eh? Here we go. 2, 1, and boom. Colors, you are on the clock. Shout out to Diamond, who also performed. She grabbed one little corner on one. I was so afraid for her. A little ledge on the side of her house. I thought she was gonna break her leg dancing. And come back to you after the
So we're
I
back
am
live.
proud. 1, 2, 3.
Colors, yeah.
So we're back live. How do you guys feel about the final product?
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Great.
Fantastic, right, Dallas? Yeah.
Beautiful. Great.
Beautiful, man.
Yes.
Yes, you have a lot of persons responding on
I
both
think big
Facebook
cupcake
and
inside the
YouTube.
middle.
Yeah, just like I told me, just like I said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Colors, give yourselves a hand. Let's see some clapping in there. Let's see some clapping in there. Wonderful.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Now, I think it'll be such a joy to hear from the participants who's just seeing this for the first time. Anyone who want to comment, just unmute your mic and let us know what you think about the final product. How you feel.
Hi.
It's great.
Shabanya
Beautiful.
again
I
from-
enjoyed it.
Wonderful.
Shabanya again from COreoGraph. I would like to send a 1, 2, 3 colors out to
Colors.
They did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. And Mr. J, I am so proud. I must say that I am very, very proud of what we have done here tonight.
Wonderful.
Yes,
I see.
indeed. It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait, Mr. J. Listen, when I read your announcement to say that get your costumes together for a special production, I was so excited because I was Johnson for Junkanoo, baby. Johnson for Junkanoo. I love it. I love it. Well done.
Now I see Akeem is one of our right hand in the shack. This is a young man who came into the group a few years ago, and the fellas run me out the shack. He's telling me, listen, you can't handle this. Before he came in the group, I thought I had stuff on lock, but he's taking over, and that goes to what my brother was talking about earlier. We have some young people who are really stepping up and doing a phenomenal job, and Akeem is one of them. Akeem just picked up the sousaphone, I believe, not even 2 years ago, and he performed on the sousaphone for the last parade alongside leading building in the shack with Tyrone and the rest of us. Akeem, talk to us, man. What was the experience like? I see you dancing and doing 360 with the sousaphone. What's going on?
When I read your announcement to say that get your costumes together for a special production, I was so excited because I was Jonesy.
Is Akeem there?
Yes, I'm here.
Talk to me, man. What was the experience like for you performing for this video, and what you thought about what you just saw?
It was amazing. They did a very well job with the production. But my experience, I mean, I had a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I really was choosing for Junkanoo too. I was so happy when y'all say, let's get ready, let's come, get the costume, let's go. I couldn't resist. I just had the urge. I keep
Wow.
asking Yunel say when we gonna have practice, when we gonna have practice again. You just really,
Wonderful.
really ready for Junkanoo. Hopefully it'll come.
Wonderful. Well, it's great to have you there. We're going to ask that persons who are not talking to mute their mics. We're getting some feedback in the chat room. So if you're talking, just unmute your mic and go ahead. Now, let's see who else we have there that I saw. Diamond. Boy, that's, as they say, Diamond are a girl's best friend, but Diamond tonight, Diamond, you're a boy's best friend too.
Good night. I wasn't a part of the production due to certain, situations, but I watched the video on Facebook Live, and it was great. And I wish I was a part of it, but unfortunately I wasn't. But you guys did a great job, and I just want you guys to keep me updated to let me know if y'all haven't, Boxing Day and New Year's parades. And if you haven't shared the Facebook video for people outside of COlours to share it, to see it, then you should share it because it was awesome and everyone should see it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I see one of our young dancers, Natroya. Natroya, unmute your mic so you could talk to us. Now, Natroya came into our group a few years ago, and her dad, Troy, works alongside us in building costumes and stuff. And Natroya was one of the dancers, and she's always excited about going to be. Natroya, were you nervous when you were doing this recording? Huh? I didn't hear you. You were not nervous? Well, I want to thank you. You did a very good job and you made us look good. Did you like the video that you saw just now and how you performed? Did you like your performance just now? Maybe she's losing me, right? Who else did Mr. Shaw, I see you're there. Is my young dancer around? Joey.
Unfortunately, no, she's not.
Wow, she missed the premiere.
Yeah.
No, she saw the premiere, but she's not at the computer right now.
Okay. Well, Shaw, what was it like recording her, and how did it make you feel as a father with 4 daughters in the group?
Just totally awesome. Totally awesome. In fact, I have 5 girls, and they all were in colors at some point in time. Oh, here's Joey back here. Here's Joey.
Yeah, bring the dancer. Yes. So Joey, were you nervous when you were doing your performance for the video?
Were you?
Yes. No.
No?
Yeah, just speak. Yes. You can hear him. He's actually. Were you nervous?
No.
Okay.
I know one thing with Joey, she's been performing. Boy, how old was she when she first joined the group, Mr. Shaw?
Must have been 3 years old.
Yeah, and she's been performing with the group for major events with the Ministry of Tourism, special events that come on the island with major companies out of Europe and the United States and Canada. And she just approached this whole thing like a real professional. She dances like, hey, I got this. It's no problem.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so proud of you, Joey. You're one of my favorite dancers, I must tell you. Alexis Francis, unmute your mic, because boy, look here. Alexis is, I had a couple of students from the University of the Bahamas, and Alexis is another one who joined our group from my introduction to Bahamian music class. And once they start to learn about Bahamian culture, they of course gravitated towards colors because I assured them that, especially as young ladies, they'd be safe, they'd feel at home, and they're not going to get any flack for the kind of interaction within the group. Alexis, talk to me, please. You have your mic unmute.
Yes, sir. Good night, everyone.
Yes.
For me, it was a good experience. It was new. I had a little bit of hiccup when I was recording my video. I had to do 2 days of recording, and I had experience where a piece of my costume went missing, so I had to improvise and put something else in place. But it was good. I was glad to be a part of it, and I just want to thank you and Shivonya for the opportunity.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're so proud of you. I'm looking to see if we have any other persons who participated. Claudina, wow, I see you there. And Claudina, you could unmute your mic. Claudina and her daughter is in the dance area of the group, and they both perform on the video. Claudina, first of all, I want to thank you for she's been a long-standing member of the organization. In fact, her daughter was born in this group, so she was born as a COlours. She's not a Bahamian. She's a COlours first, and then a Bahamian. All right. So tell us how you felt, Claudina, and then we could talk to Tavi about her performance as well.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Mr. J. For the performance, I was like Cashman say, I definitely was jonesing for it. Especially seeing that I didn't participate in the Boxing Day or New Year's Day parade, and that would have been the first time since I must have been, I think, 16. I missed a parade, and I don't think it's ever going to happen again. I like the fact that I was able to see the group, like from the stand, to see what everybody is saying, what everybody sees, what we don't. And I can say, guys, listen, when you hear person say COlours looks like an A group, I understand why they say that now. And I would say front to back, we were clean. I appreciated the fact that I get to see it. You guys were amazing, both parades, but I don't think I'll be watching from the stands again. As for the recording, it was hot that day, but I really enjoyed it. I had fun whilst recording. Tavi? No, look at the camera. Hi. They want to know how was your performance? How did you like it?
It was fun because I also missed this Boxing Day and New Year's parade because I went to travel. So when I got the opportunity to brush again, it was very fun, and I got to do it with friends, and we got to the adults got to criticize constructive criticism
Exactly,
on
constructive.
our performances. So it was fun, especially how we did it with friends.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Tavi, I must tell you, I'm so proud of you. Tavi is not just a good dancer, she's a stellar student in school. And most of our young people are doing so well. This is something in our organization we try to monitor closely to make sure that the whole man is being developed, not just the cultural side. And we are extremely proud of all of them. April, if you're there, I think I called on you earlier, but I didn't hear from you. April has two kids, two of her peeps in the group. Tell us how it was and how you felt as a mother, having your people, them set you bring here in this world, be a part
It
of this
was good.
production.
It was good. We had a good time. Javon was very excited. Awesome. Any chance to put on his costume and be wild, he loves that. But it was good. It was a nice experience, and I liked the production. It was a good showing, and we had a lot of people participate, which was a positive thing, and I like to see that in the group. We have
Wonderful.
opportunity to be a part of the group.
As we
Wonderful.
are.
Wonderful. Now I have some other persons I want to just say hello to real quickly before we wrap up. Pandora and Asia, that's a mother and daughter combination in the dance section as well. Asia, I when I got Asia's video, I didn't know who it was. I was saying, who this girl is? And she was wearing a Showtime costume. I say, but I don't know who this person is because see, you have to understand, Asia came in the group. How old was Asia? How old were you when you first started rushing?
I was 5 years old.
Wow. And you know, here it is now. You have this woman in a costume carrying on illegal. I couldn't figure it. I was tempted to call Shavonia and say, Shavonia, you have a dancer that I don't know. I don't recognize her. Who is she? And then I think I might have asked my wife, who this look like? I just couldn't figure it out. But Asia, we are so proud of you. You're just not a little girl anymore. You're, boy, look here. Pandora.
Yes,
Keep a close eye on Asia, okay? She's growing up fast.
Along with some other helping from the group.
Wonderful. Asia, how was it for you? Were you nervous at all?
No, sir, I wasn't nervous. But like I was like stopping traffic, so we had to like take like a lot of takes because a lot of people was like wonderful, wonderful. So I think like they missed like Junkanoo and they was wondering like what was going on.
So you were stopping traffic during your performances?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So Pandora, you see what I'm talking about, right? The girl is a traffic stopper already. Pandora, tell us about you. How was it for you getting your performance in? Were there any challenges?
Well, yes, because you know my nickname in the shack is Late, and and because Asia was freaking out because it's now about her and Shavonia and what her leader would want, and she wanted right away, and so she had me working hard trying to get her prepared under the supervision of Shavonia. So the focus was on, oh, I need to get this piece right, and let's put this together, make sure that nothing falling off. And so it was crazy. So again, I was late getting my video because I was trying to make sure she was straight so I could have had a peaceful night, day and night.
Wonderful. Well, thank you to both of you for getting your performance in. Let me see if I missed anybody. Shaniqua, I called on you earlier, but you disappeared. I see Ansholanda, you could go after. We coming to you because we got 3 from your household in the group. Shaniqua, how was it? I know Shaniqua was on leave. I don't know what kind of leave it was, you know, but talk to me. When I see you dance and I say, oh, this one real smooth. Talk to me.
Hello. Well, the video was it was good. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was good. But trying to get Tyrone to do the recording for me was a little challenging, but it was awesome. But I sit out US Day and Boxing Day last year, but that was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Because that one little clip right there really, really had me in my feelings missing Junkanoo.
Yeah, so you catch some things.
Whenever Junkanoo get back in full, I will be in the line.
Wonderful. Well, it's good to have you. This was like a little pre-dance for you for Boxing Day.
Yes, that was a little tease.
Wonderful.
But I'm ready to hit back on the road again.
Wonderful. Now, Sholanda, you have it's 4 from your household, as a matter of fact. We have your young daughter, Shayla, who's a dancer, and we have 2 Reggies, your husband and your son. And I noticed that when we go to practice, that Grammy, she always there dancing in the line. And she's been trying to get a costume for a little while, you see. But I don't know, we might sneak one costume on Grammy, maybe this, when we hit Bay Street again. We'll see about that. So how was what was the experience like in your household getting your gang on the video?
We had full Junkanoo practice, Daniel.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
We had full Junkanoo practice stand this way.
Yeah. And you had
Yeah.
you had the neighbors out too, eh?
Everybody was outside because Reggie Mount up, RJ start, and we had full practice to the squad that day.
I tell you. Well, you performed real well as usual. Is Little Reg there?
RJ, Mr. J want to talk to you. Sitting him there? He cutting up now.
Yeah. Hey, RJ, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Now, Lil Reg was, what age were you when you came into the bass drum section, RJ?
He was 5.
5 years old, and he came in the back there in the bass drum section. And let me tell you, he was hitting that drum like fellas like Reno them, you know. And you see how big Reno is. Reno is a little fella. And in fact, we did many shows where RJ was one of 2 or 3 drummers, and he carried his weight. RJ, I want to let you know how extremely proud we are of you. He's developed into a really fine young man, very extremely respectful, and a wonderful musician. He plays very, very good time on that bass drum. RJ, were you at all nervous when you did this video? How did you feel about it?
I wasn't nervous.
No?
No.
I tell you. So what did you think about the video that you just saw?
It was good.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you are part of it. Now I know your dad is around. Big Reggie, you there?
Hey.
Hey, there you go. Now, this is one fella. It took him a little while. First, his wife came, and the daughter came. Well, the son came first. RJ came first. Then she came. Then the daughter came, and he was tension. We call it tension here. I don't know if they use that word internationally, but he was just he's playing crazy. I don't know what for. His whole family came in, and then finally he decided to be a part of COlours. So, Reg, what's the experience of being in COlours like for you, and also viewing this project along with your family, and seeing that all of you are involved? How did it make you feel as a father?
Well, I feel a little proud that my little boss coming from the age of 6 under the wings of Mr. B, Mr. Bell, Howard Bell. And from then to now, pretty much impressed.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you know, folks, if you all notice, there are so many families in this group, family members. In fact, Cash Ron have a young daughter who's danced with us. There are other members in the organization that have their kids that are there with us. And it's really a wonderful, wholesome environment. And we're celebrating our culture. And I can't say how very proud I am. This is a major milestone today. I only look for great things to happen. Folks who are there joining us on Facebook and YouTube, I want to take this time to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for sharing this moment with us. We want you to share the video with your friends. It's up on YouTube now. It's on. And you can go back, members, and look at it again and again and again and again, and share it with all your friends. Especially how this is independence and we're not going to have the people's rush. Let's counter this coronavirus infection with some lockdown COlours Junkanoo virus. Let's make this thing go viral and give Bahamian a sense of belonging, that we're not going to miss a beat because of these extenuating circumstances. Before we leave, as is usual, this may not be customary for some, but you know, y'all probably didn't believe me when I said we have a bishop in the group. I'm going to ask Bishop Bain to end this whole session here in a word of prayer.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for a wonderful time of fellowship, dear Father God, of camaraderie, of coming together. We ask your blessing and your anointing over this entire group, dear Father God, the leaders, the administrators, dear Father God, all the persons and the families, dear God. We ask a special blessing over them, Father God. Continue to give them vision, new ideas, health, strength, and continue to keep them safe as they continue to prosper and continue to worship and praise you. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And for those who I missed, Wade and the rest of the crew, I just want to tell all you guys, thank you, the entire group. I noticed we have Lakeisha, who was the former choreographed dance section leader. I also want to send a shout out to Tyrone, who's been supporting us. And I see Turnquest finally finished cleaning my fish. He's with his lovely wife there. Make sure I get my things now, okay? I want to thank all of you. You all have been absolutely wonderful and supportive. Let's go out there and share this wonderful project that we've created with the rest of the Bahamas and by extension, the rest of the world. I'd like to say good night to everybody. Go on, watch it again, and watch how wonderful you perform, because I know the first time there's just so much going on. You couldn't catch everything. So you need to go on and check it out again and send the link to all of your friends so they can watch it and enjoy this wonderful project that we embarked on. Bahamas, we'd like to say thank you for joining us. We'd like to thank you for the gift of Junkanoo, Bahamas. This is the best place in the world to be right now. And we want to thank the government of Bahamas, because we have to be mindful that all the things that the leaders are doing has spared us the wrath of a full onslaught of this COVID-19. The Prime Minister and his cabinet, I believe that they did a wonderful job. And I think the record will show, because we have just our neighbors to the north in the United States, man, the numbers and it's really disconcerting to me. I have a lot of family in the United States that I'm so concerned about, but here in the Bahamas, the numbers have been minimal. I think the lockdowns have worked to our advantage. So thank you, the health professionals. We have a number of them. In fact, Tyrone is a health professional. We have Sharad, one of our off-the-shoulder dancers. She's a nurse. We have Dr. Farquharson, who works in the shop with us. He's one of our premier surgeons in the country. And we're just so proud of all of our people. I see my big scraper there. You think I see with your big eye and your glasses, eh? Huh? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. And you all have a pleasant evening, and share this wonderful project with all your friends. And if you didn't enjoy it, share it with all your enemies so they can suffer the same way you did. Take care, folks. 1, 2, 3.
COlours.
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 COlours. COlours.
COlours.
Okay, good night, y'all. Good night, y'all.
Good night, all.
All right.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.